channel. So I decided to do a brief little life update. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley and this is the Dose of Ash. I'm a nurse, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an F&P student, I am a child of God. Probably should have started with that. It's been a long time since I've gotten on camera and actually talked to you guys. I be trying to film vlogs, but I be feeling like they be boring. But honestly, as long as you're living your own authentic life, sometimes you have to look at your channel as your visual diary. And when you look back and you reflect on it, you're like, oh my gosh, like I really got through that. Oh my gosh, I really did that. So for me, I'm starting to look at it like that. And I think it makes me a little bit more comfortable with getting on camera and vlogging and all things. So I made some talking points on my phone because your girl gets sidetracked. I got a little ADHD. So let's start with growth and just like personal stuff. Like I don't be getting too much. Y'all ain't gonna get too much into my business, okay? I turned 28 last December and this year I'll be 29 in December. Oh my gosh, I'm almost 30. Nobody tells you about the leap from being 18 to being 28, okay? It's like a marathon, okay? It goes by so fast. But I will say, the last couple of months, I have learned a lot about myself. I'll be like, oh, what am I doing? How did I get here? Because you have this vision for your life, right? When we're all 18, we're 21, we're 25, we have these visions for ourselves. Like I always told myself, like I'm gonna be married, I'm gonna have kids, I'm gonna be in this space in my life where things are just gonna be all panned out. But when things aren't like that, it kind of makes you feel like you're behind. And I have had to tell myself through so many different experiences this year that you are doing what you're supposed to do right on time. You are not on nobody else's time but God's time. And it does not matter that you didn't have children by this time or you didn't get married by this time. And honestly, as I get older, I feel like had God given me these things earlier, would I have appreciated them? Would they still be lasting? Like as far as a marriage, would it still be here? Would I know how to cherish it? Would I know how to value it? But where I am now, I feel like instantly the person that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with and not just settle for somebody. We be divorced in 5 years and then that's just that. And now I'm tainted and he's tainted and like, you know, all the things. And it's just not a right situation. I'd rather it be a good situation, a positive situation, and a situation where I can bring children in and actually feel safe bringing children into this situation. So when it comes to my personal life, I am very much single. Am I dating? I don't know. I really don't have time between school and work, and I really don't have time, I'll be honest. But if I find somebody that's worth dating, I will. Now I will tell you guys a little story time. I was dating somebody a couple of months back, and this person was like cool. He was a nice guy or whatever, but it's like everything with him came with stipulations, right? He was older than me, and a lot of times it's always said that when you date, you have to date men older than you because they're like a little bit further ahead mentally than the guys your age. But this guy was not mature. He asked me one time, mind you, we're just talking at this point, and he told me, he was like, I really want to try again. I want to get back, you know, I want to try something different. And so I gave him a chance for a while, but then he made this comment. He was like, could you see yourself not doing social media anymore? And I was like, no. I mean, that's something that I really want to do. And I feel like if a person cares about me and they love me, like even if I don't involve you in it, to some degree, there's that respect. You know, we can sit down and there can be that mutual respect of like, hey, don't include this, don't talk about this. Like, we can have that commonality, but me and you ain't even made it past the first stage of dating. You ain't took me on a date. So that shouldn't even be a topic of conversation. The dating pool is trash. I live in Alabama. I'm from Alabama. And do I think all men are like bad and all that? No, I don't. I'm not tainted. And I give everybody a fair chance. Regardless of what somebody has done to me in the past, I try to give everybody a fair chance. I try to start off with you on a good foot, on a good leg. But whatever you do with that, that's on you. Because everybody's like a battery. At some point, 10%, 5%, 1%, 0%, and there's nothing left of me to give to you. So this chapter is closed. So yeah, I definitely think when it comes to growth and it comes to learning who I am as an individual, I'm learning to like what Ashley likes, what are my boundaries. I'm standing in my firmness of what I believe that I want for my life. And sometimes in the process of that, when it comes to relationships, friendships, and all these things, you have to let these things go. And being 28, I'm like, I have no more tolerance. The older I get, the lower my tolerance for bullshit gets. BS is like a non-factor for me. I can't have it in my life. I don't want it. Find somebody else to deal with it because I'm good, okay? As I reflect on my 28 years, if I'm being completely honest, it's not about I made this person proud. When you think about comparing yourself to other people, you think about what I could have done differently. And I will literally look back on my life as I reflect on my growth and who I've become and all the things that I had to go through, the adversities, the trials, the tribulations, all the things, honey, especially racism, Lord have mercy, in this medical field. I will say that I would not change anything that I've been through simply because of the fact that it has shaped me to be the person that I am. Sometimes being closed off to the world doesn't make you a well-rounded person. It doesn't make you a person that's been through experiences. It doesn't make you a better person. Most times you do have to go through some shit to get to the other side, to understand I am right where God wants me to be. Let's talk nursing, because I know you guys love for me to talk about nursing. Do I feel like nursing is still worth it? Do I still recommend becoming a nurse? Absolutely. Whatever your goals are in your life, whatever you want to do, everybody does it for a different reason. I just say, whatever the reason may be, because let's be honest, nursing does provide job stability. It does provide a decent amount of pay, but should you do it solely for the pay? Absolutely not, because baby, it's gonna be a lot of nights you're gonna come home, a lot of mornings you're gonna come home, and you're gonna be dragging your back, your neck, your whole body is aching from taking care of other people. So that is something you should strongly consider. A lot of people nowadays, they don't want to stay bedside. They want to go in the CRNA school. They want to go to NP school. They want the education route. They want to be the CNO. They want to do all these different things in these different avenues. And I think it's important that these things are available. You don't have to necessarily stay bedside. You don't have to work bedside constantly. But I do think that whatever your reason is for becoming a nurse and being in this field, don't be going and mistreating people because you feel like you can, because that's not what it is. Do things with a pure heart. Do things out of integrity, values, morals. Keep that shit in par, because a lot of people lack that nowadays. You'll let Mimi sitting there and shit between hours, and I'm the oncoming nurse, and I gotta listen to her complain about how you ain't take care of all that. Which, you know, patients do that shit, y'all. Anyway, they play us against each other, but anyways, if you're still thinking about becoming a nurse, it is worth it, but there's a lot that come with it, and I have to be realistic. Now, if you guys want a separate video when it comes to nursing, I can tell you about that. But as far as my experience, I feel like I started off as a PCU nurse, went back staff, started working ICU, and then now I've been traveling for the last year or so with ICU and PCU. My last contract in Indianapolis was PCU. Then I was in Mississippi doing an ICU contract. I stayed there for 9 months, and now I'm doing another ICU contract. I am like over bedside. I'm tired of bedside. I'm worn out with bedside. I want something different. And as much as like people say like, oh, the money's really good with travel nursing and stuff like that, after a while you want a little bit of a change. You want to try something different. You want to do something different. And that's okay. It's okay to say like, I tried it. I did it for a while. It was cool when it lasted. It's time to do something else. Because your body and your mind, you know when it's time to move on and do something different. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. So career-wise, I see myself elevating soon to a new career. And I'm excited to tell you guys about that. I'm trying to venture out into entrepreneurship, girl. So y'all stay tuned, okay? Y'all stay tuned. Let's talk NP school. Y'all, I have been in NP school for what feels like a decade, but it's actually been like 5 years, okay? I am taking my time through this program, and part of it is just the fact that it's hard to find a preceptor. I'm gonna make a separate video about things that I feel like you should know if you're considering becoming NP, so that you can prepare yourself appropriately and learn from what I didn't do. I am supposed to graduate soon. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to jinx it. Because baby, I said that last year, and look, here I am again. But this is my final semester, hopefully. But no, I'm gonna say, Lord, this is my last semester in this program. I'm gonna pass with flying colors. I'm gonna stand on business. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna speak it into existence because our blessings go missing sometimes because we don't speak things into existence. Really excited about this journey with NP school, but I see myself working in like the underserved community, and I'm not just saying that, but I really enjoyed it. Most of my clinicals have been like at health departments. I always tell God, I say, God, if you get me through this program, I will be willing to precept people and, you know, pay it forward, you know, because I know how much somebody looked out for me. So I definitely see myself doing that. I have definitely loved my pediatric rotation. I think that was my favorite because I've never worked with children before. And I knew from nursing school, I was always like, I want to work with peds. I love children. I want to be a pediatrician way before I became a nurse, right? Way before I got into nursing school. I think I was still like in early high school. So the plan was to go to nursing school, then go through medical school, become a pediatrician, and then, you know, practice and stuff like that. But then when I started dealing with children, I was like, I don't like this, because the stuff, they used to be real sick, and I used to be like, yeah, this ain't it, especially in acute care setting. But when I was working in the clinic, and it was just like, oh, like minor things that weren't life-threatening, I was like, okay, I can really work with children. Like, this is a little bit more of like the environment that I envision myself working in. So maybe I'll do family and see people all the way from babies to 80, 90, 100 years old, or maybe I'll just wherever God want me to be. But I'm really excited about that moving forward. Right now, I'm doing my clinicals, trying to get my hours. I gotta get 240 hours. Still trying to study, trying to work full time, still on an assignment right now. Y'all pray for me. I can get through this semester. I'm gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it together if you're in school with me. Okay, y'all. So finally, if y'all hear something in the back, my popcorn is popping because I'm pretty ready to go to work. But finally, let's talk my content creator career, okay? I do plan to take content a lot more seriously, and I wish I would have took it more seriously. When I was in nursing school. I wish I would have taken it more seriously when I started NP school, because I could have documented my entire journey, my travel nurse journey. But you know, like sometimes you be like, I don't want to say too much, I don't want to do too much, because at the end of the day, this is still your life. This is still your real life, and it's always a safety thing too, because when I do my travel assignments, a lot of times I do be by myself, and I don't want people following me and being crazy. I also be wanting to be a little bit more like open and tell you guys what's going on and be more transparent, because I be getting DMs on TikTok and they be like, yeah, tell me more about this, and we want to know about nursing, we want to see nursing and stuff like that. It's not that much I can show you with nursing, because for me, this is my livelihood. This is my only livelihood. And taking a camera into a job, especially where people are like at their most vulnerable state, is not something that I'm willing to do for money. Okay? It's not something that I'm willing to do for clout. This is somebody's real life. This is somebody's real situation. Like, some people are facing very big hardships. I work in the ICU most of the time, and people are sick, and they don't want to be. I'm not gonna be sitting here with no camera on my face. And when I'm thinking about saving somebody's life, I ain't thinking about like, let's pull a camera out, let me show you how I save their life. I'm not thinking like that. I'm jumping on their chest and I'm going to town, okay? I want to work with more brands. I am no longer shouting nobody out for free unless it's something that I personally choose to do. Reason being, I learned a big lesson from this when I had reviewed these scrubs. They were so cute. I reviewed them, and I think that video, I can't even remember how many views that video got, but I do know a lot of black women did go and buy these scrubs and did support this company. And this company didn't give me a dime. This company didn't shout me out. They actually took my video, posted on their Instagram, didn't ask me for permission to do so. It was just not, yeah, it wasn't something that and that video, as much money as that these people, like, they sold out their scrubs, is what I'm saying. They sold out. Like, people were trying to get them for months after I had reviewed that video, and I didn't get a dime, is what I'm saying. So I'm not doing anything else for free. Anything else. Even though that's something that I chose to do, I still think it's kind of messed up that the company didn't say like, hey, you know, we really appreciate you bringing in this type of traffic to our website. We appreciate the sales. Here's like this % off. People use your code and we give you commission or something like that. It was not that. So moving forward, I will not be doing that. It's not that I'm gatekeeping from you guys, but I'm not. doing it. But yeah, so in the next couple of months, I am looking into like being more consistent with content. Give me some grace because I am, like I said, I am a full-time student and I'm working full-time. So give me some grace if I don't always post when you want me to post or do things when you want me to do them. But whatever video ideas you have as far as like NP school, nursing, life, whatever it is, I'm open. That's pretty much it as far as my growth, my life goals, my nursing career, my journey as an FNP student, and also my content creator journey. That's as brief as the update I can give you guys. So I want to do more traveling. I definitely want to get back into like taking care of myself, showing you guys more self-care, showing you guys more gym and fitness routines because y'all know I love to work out. So I am going to do better with that, and I'm going to show you guys more of my life in that aspect. And you just bear with me. I hope you guys can follow me through this journey and we can be on this road together. Because, yeah, it's lit over here. It's lit, okay? Just so you guys know, just so like a side note, it's okay for you to pivot, to live life on your own terms, and say, F it, this is my life. People tend to project the life that they want to live onto you. Live life on your own terms, baby. This is your life. You get one life. Live it. Live it to the fullest and leave no stone unturned. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you got a little bit more of like who I am from this video and what I do and all the things. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Interact with me. Tell me what you want to see. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.